Welcome to level 1 of the Lazarus game. We're going to create Lazarus, we're going to create the first testing room he's going to be in, and we're going to make sure that he moves correctly. We need a couple of sprites. We need him standing, moving left, moving right, jumping left, jumping right, being scared, and being squished. We also need to create objects for each of the sprites that we just created, including an extra object that is going to be Laz parent object. I'll explain what that means later. We also need the walls. So we're going to go into the room and we're going to design our room so that we can test all the mechanics of movement work. We do need the background for this room though, so I'm going to make that real quick. The background has a preset size, which is 640 by 480. So I am going to go into my room and I'm going to change the room size. Make sure I'm in the background layer, put it in, change the room size. Oh yeah, the inspector's shrunk to 640 by 480. And you'll see that the room is now the size of the image. This is different from the stretching we've done, so that we don't have to drag as many objects in. I am going to change the grid for this room so that it is 40 by 40, but I don't need to do it in the background layer. I need to do it on my walls layer. That's where all my walls are going to go. I just want them to align to the grid nicely, 40 by 40. So now I could take a wall and just drag it in. And I'm going to very quickly set up the room so that there is a wall on either side, so you can't just walk off the screen. There's going to be a platform that Laz can get stuck in so that we can test the getting stuck mechanic. We're also going to have a platform for Laz to climb up and down to make sure we can move up and down correctly. Finally, we're going to add an additional layer that is the Laz layer. This grid also needs to be 40 by 40 because Laz is the same grid. And we're going to put Laz standing into the scene, and we have our initial room set up. What we need to do now is for each of the moving Lazes, so Laz right, left, and jump left, we need to add an event to them where their animation ends to create our original Laz standing. So we're just resetting on the Laz layer. And for now, we're going to set them at 0, 0, and we're going to have to figure out where these actually are going to be. You'll notice very quickly that this doesn't actually land Laz in the right place after the movement. So we're going to very quickly make all of these events. I'm actually just going to right click on this event, animation end, copy event, and then in all of the other ones that need it, I'm just going to paste that event. So I don't have to rewrite it every time. And we are going to go to Laz standing, add event, key pressed, letters A, or the left key, depending what you want to do. And what we're going to do is we're just going to check that there's nothing to our left, and our left is negative 40. If there's nothing to our left, then we're just going to create Laz moving left, where we are, and then destroy ourselves. We did forget that we should destroy ourselves. Oh, and these events that we copied here. Just gonna real quick drag that in. Okay. And we're gonna do the same thing, but for the D key or the right key. Key pressed, letters D, but this is going to be positive. Check to the right, and this will be last right. Let's see what happens if we play our game. Here he is. We move. Ooh, we move. Ooh, we move. So see how this doesn't really work correctly? We need to change some things. So in our last right moving sprite, we click on the sprite itself. Remember this top left thing? In this spaceship one, we put it in the middle center. Well, this time it's going to be on the middle left for the right moving guy. And for the left moving guy, it's going to be in the middle center. Because the starting las should look like he's in the same spot as where our standing las is, that same box. So if we try it now, he looks like he moves left and right, but then he just jumps back to the middle. So in our moving left and right, we need to move him correctly. So when the las left, at the end this should create the standing one at -40, so it looks like it's moved to the left. And let's jump. In the las right, it should look like it goes to +40, so it looks like it moved to the right. Oop. There he goes, moving left and right. But now, how do we get up this block? Or up that block? Well, in the jump, we just determined that moving to the right made this one 40. The y is going to be -40, opposite of what you've learned about in math class. The y-axis is inverted because 0, 0 is up in the upper left-hand corner. And it gets larger as it goes down the screen. So we need to go -40 in the y direction. Let me jump left. They're both -40. And in our standing guy, we first check if there's nothing here. We said, all right, so we move to the right. But if that's not the case, there's this else block. Else, we're going to check if there's an object at 40, -40. If we can go up and to the right, then we're going to go up and to the right, and that's las jumping right. Same idea here. Else at -40, -40. Then we're going to jump left. And now las should move left and right. And jump. Ooh. Hey, he ended up in the right place, but he moved really strangely. Remember what we did for moving left and right here? Jumping left and right needs the same thing. The right side, middle left, left, middle center. We jump that way, and then we go. Well, we're almost there. Now we just float. Last thing we need to do, add event. Step, step. We're going to check if there's an object below us, and that's y8, just below us. If there's nothing below us, we are going to jump to the point that is right below us. And now we have some gravity. There you go. Laz can hop around in the scene, move back and forth. The final thing. Oh no, I can't move here. This is when we become afraid. And Laz afraid, we didn't make an object for it, you may notice. Because we're just going to change what we look like. Add event. Step. Begin step. And we're going to check. I should get -40, -40. We're going to check at +40, -40. If we found an object in both of those places, we should change our sprite to being afraid. Oh no. There it is. Laz moving around. In the next one, you'll find out the obstacles that Laz has to face that may cause a problem.